So this video is for our chapter 3 D-Day number 2. So on this, what we want to do is we want to translate the figure right 5 and down 3. So I'm going to do that right 5 and down 3. I'm going to take each one of these and move it that many. So right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so again, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 1, 2, 3. That's going to be A. Now from here, I can do the same for each point, but I can also count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Going across 2, so I'm going across 2. And then I can draw this. And here is my new shape. Now, we want to make sure that we label these. I am going to label this A prime, B prime, C prime. On number 2, we're going to reflect it across the y-axis. So when I say we're going to reflect across the y-axis, this is the y-axis. I'm going to reflect it across that. So if I'm doing this, this point is 2 over to the left. So now it's going to be 2 to the right. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or another way to do it is this is going to be 3 away from here. And this one's going to be straight up. So let me connect this. So I'm going to end up with a triangle here. Oops. And then again, as I label these, this is going to be an A prime, this is going to be a C prime, and this is going to be a B prime. When I rotate this 90 degrees clockwise from the origin, so I'm rotating it from this point here. Let me first just flip this and pay attention to where this ends up being. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, I'm going to rotate it clockwise. And when I do that, you'll notice that now I'm in quadrant 1, okay? And I went up, so I have here at 0, 0, then I went up 2, and I went out 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So let me flip it back. So that point had stayed, so C is going to stay here. And then I went up 2 for my B and out 1, 2, 3, 4 for my A. I'm going to connect it. Oops, that's a little fat. Let me make this a little thinner. Okay. And then again, when I'm labeling these, this is going to be my C prime, this is my B prime, and this is my A prime. Describe the transformation. So there might be a couple of different ways to think about this, okay? One situation is I am going to be looking at this triangle here that I'm putting in pink. Okay, right now it was in quadrant 1. I am going to come here and I'm going to rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise 1 time, 2 times. So I rotated it twice. And when I rotated it twice, you see that I end up having this be down in quadrant 3 with A straight down here from C. So let me just flip it back. And so you can think of this as rotating it 180 degrees. So rotate 180 degrees, and we can rotate it either direction, but at the origin of 0, 0. So whether I rotate it counterclockwise or I rotate it clockwise, both of them are going to end up in the same spot. Whenever I rotate 180 degrees, I can go either direction. Now, some of us might have reflected and reflected. You could reflect it across the x-axis and then across the y-axis. That's another option. This one here, how am I moving from this point to this point? I'm going down 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to translate down 3 and left 4. Reflect this across the x-axis. Okay, so this is the x-axis. Whoops. This color. This is the x-axis. I'm going to reflect it across this. So when I reflect it across this, I am going to end up getting this, where this is C prime, this is A prime, this is B prime. Then they want us to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. So when I'm going clockwise, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up, so this is going out 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be my A double prime. I'm going to go out 2. That's going to be my C double prime. And then here, this is going to be my B double prime. All of these 12, 13, 14 are all area models. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a 2 by 2 box for this. And it doesn't matter if I put my 2x plus 3 on the top or on the side. And then I'm going to multiply. So when I'm multiplying, this box right here is going to be 2x squared. This box here is going to be 3x. This box here, I'm multiplying. So x times 2x is 2x squared. X times 3 is 3x. Now I'm going to times by 1. 1 times 2x is 2x. 1 times 3 is 3. Then I add up like terms. So I'm going to have a 2x squared plus a 5x plus 3. That's my answer. Next one, I have 2 by 2. Again, because I have binomial and a binomial. So x, and I'm going to put my minus 3 here, x, and I'll put my minus 2 here. So I'm going to take x squared times x squared, which is, sorry, x times x, which is x squared. X times a negative 3, which is a negative 3x. Now my negative 2x is going to multiply with my x, which is a negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is a positive 6. So this is going to be x squared minus 5x plus 6. So this x minus 2 squared is going to be an x minus 2 times an x minus 2. So I'm going to do a box, x minus 2, x minus 2. And when I take x times x, that's going to give me an x squared. X times a negative 2, that's going to give me a negative 2x. Negative 2 times x, it's going to give me another negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 2 is going to give me a positive 4. So that's going to become x squared minus 4x plus 4. On the next problems, we're going to be solving. On 15, we are going to be trying to get rid of a 2 and a 4. So we're going to multiply everything by 4. So I'm going to go 4 times x over 2 plus 4 times 3 equals 4 times 1, 4. So again, multiply every single one of these terms by 4. Now, hopefully, I can have some things cancel out. This goes into this twice. So I get a 2x plus 12 equals 4 goes into 4 once. 1 times 1 is 1. This is now what I'm going to solve. I am going to minus 12 from both sides. I get a negative 11. I'm going to divide by a 2, and I get a negative 11 over 2. On 16, we could distribute the 200 to both of them, but what I do notice is I could actually divide this side by 200 and this side by 200, because 200 goes into both of them. That's going to leave me, because these are going to cancel out. This 200 is going to cancel here. This 200 is going to go into this twice. So I am going to get a 2x minus 1 on the one side. And on the other side, I'm going to get a 2. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I get 3. I'm going to divide by 2. I get 3 halves. So some of us might have had something different, but if you reduce it, it should reduce down to 3 halves. Okay, so I need to get rid of a 2 and a 3. So I'm going to multiply everything by 6. So I'm going to take 6 times x over 2 minus 6 times 5 equals 6 times 2 thirds. Again, each of these was a 6 that I multiplied. Okay, so 2 goes into 6 3 times. I'm left with a 3x minus 30 equals 3 goes into 6 twice. I get a 4. I'm going to add 30, so I get a 34. And I'm going to divide by 3, so I get a 4 over 3. And that's your answer. Okay, on this one, I personally would basically put 0 in for x. And when I put 0 in for x, this is going to be gone. And I get 3y equals 12. So y is 4. Then I'm going to come and I'm going to put 0 in for y. And when I do, I'm going to get 2x equals 12. So x is equal to 6. And I'm going to graph my x and y intercepts. So my my y-intercept is 4, my x-intercept is 6. And plot those 2 points. And then I can connect my line. And there's my equation. On this one, I want the equation of a line. Equation of a line is y equal mx plus b. Sorry, I'm just going to make this a little thinner. Y equal mx plus b. And so this is my y-intercept, which is going to be 3. How are we moving? Down 2 over 3. So that is down 2 over 3. So change of y over change of x equals negative 2 over 3. It is a decreasing line, so it is going to be negative. So this is going to be y equal a negative 2 thirds x plus my y-intercept, which is 3. Write the equation of a line parallel to this through this point. So since it's parallel, this slope right here is 2. So my new slope is 2. My parallel slope is 2. So I'm going to have y is equal to 2x plus b. I'm going to take this point and I'm going to plug it in for my x and y. So 5 is equal to 2 times 2 plus b. I get 5 is equal to 4 plus b. I minus 4 and I get b is equal to 1. So my equation is going to be y equal 2x plus 1. Number 10, I want it perpendicular. So this original slope is 2, which means my perpendicular slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. So since that was positive, this is going to be negative. And then I flip 2 over 1, which becomes 1 over 2. So I'm going to have y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus b. I am going to take this point 2, 5, put the 5 in for my y, put the 2 in for my x, work it out. So here, this 2 and 2 actually going to cancel out. I'm going to get 5 is equal to 1 plus b. I subtract 1, I get b is equal to 4. So my equation is going to be y equal 1/2 x plus 4. Okay, so on this problem, explain which lines are parallel and perpendicular. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope of each of these. So for this one here, I'm going to find this is a nice point, and maybe this is a nice point. So I'm going like this. It's negative, so I'm going to put my negative here, -2/3. So this slope here, f of x, let me just write it here. F of x is equal to, so this is my slopes, is equal to a -2/3. Let me do this one here. So this looks like a nice point. This looks like a nice point. So how am I going from here to here? I'm going up 2/1, up 2/1. And so my h of x is going to be 2/1 or just 2. Let's see, my blue line. This looks like a nice point. This looks like a nice point. I'm going up 2/1. So that is r of x is equal to 2/1 or 2. And then my green one, this is a nice point, and this is a nice point. I'm going down 1/2, down 1/2, and that is g of x. And the slope of g of x is a -1/2. So looking at it, these two right here are going to be parallel because they have the same slope. And this -1/2 is going to be perpendicular with both of these because the slopes are negative reciprocals. So the only one that is not going to be any of them is going to be f of x. So h of x and r of x are parallel since they have the same slope. And let me see what that slope is. That same slope is 2. Then if I am talking about my -1/2, so -1/2 and 2 are negative reciprocals. Reciprocals mean flip, negative means make opposite. So what that means is g of x is perpendicular with h of x, and g of x is perpendicular with r of x. Since g of x has slope of -1/2, and both h of x and r of x have slope of 2. Okay. This one here. So if I plot this, I have a point at 2, 9. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 1 point. And a -2, 1, that's another point. And I'm going to draw my line. And for this, this was line 1. I'll just put L1. And then the other one, we have a point at 3, 1, and -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, +1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to connect these. And that's L2. And then I need to find the slope. And so if I find the slope of this one, let's say I go from here to here, going down 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So slope of this one is going to be a negative 3 over 9, which is a negative 1/3. Slope of the other one, let's say I'm going from here to here. And for this one, I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to go over 4. And so that slope is 8 over 4 or 2. So now let me just get rid of this for a second so I can see my line a little clearer. When I'm trying to write the equation for this, for line 1, let's see, I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. 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 Did I count this one wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 4, which is 2. I think I've labeled these wrong. Let me just double check here. Okay. So line 2-9. So this one is L1. The other one is L2. Okay. When I'm trying to find the slope of let's see, L1 is blue. So that slope is up 4 over 2 or 2. The slope of my orange one is going to be down 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down 3 over 9. And then my equation for the first one is going to be y equal to x. And that crosses at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. And my second equation is going to be y equal. And that one I'm going down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. And so my y-intercept, I'm going down 1 over 3, and my y-intercept is 2. Now they want to know if these are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Slopes are negative 1/3 and 2, which are not the same. So that means it's not parallel. And then they are not negative reciprocals. So not perpendicular.